to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order. Arms. Mark time. March. To the right. March. Forward. March. Thank you. Please be seated.
When called, please come forward and remain in position until you're all recognized. Winners of Army ROTC scholarships this year are Ms. Brenna Brown. Brenna received an Army ROTC scholarship to Texas A&M University at College Station, University of Texas at San Antonio, and Louisiana State University. She has decided to become an advocate. Shuck. Shuck received a 4-year Army ROTC scholarship at Texas A&M University at College Station, Notre Dame University, and Washington University in St. Louis. He too has decided to become an advocate. And a 3-year ROTC scholarship to Texas Tech. Now he's going to present the big check representing all the Army's investment in these fine young students and cadets. Good job, guys. I keep the check. I'm going to cash that around. We also had a student. Come in here and watch your slides.
rise for the presentation of the colors and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance to be delivered tonight by former JROTC Battalion Commander Brenna Brown.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. Today is the day. In the next hour, one by one, we'll take the stage and be handed a diploma that will symbolize the end of our high school careers and the start of a new chapter. Each of us embarking on a new and exciting adventure, and today being the start of those. So welcome to the Robert G. Cool High School Class of 2018 graduation ceremony. We all know that it was not on our own that we made it here, but by a community of people that have surrounded us. And in the next couple minutes, I would like to honor those people. For starters, I want to thank our parents. To the parents present and not present, we thank you. From a young age, you have been molding us into the young men and women we have emerged into, pushing us into the best forms of ourselves. Today is not just to celebrate our success, but the parents. It is because of you that we have made it here. And as we take flight into this world, we will take the things that you have instilled into us. So thank you. No words will be able to truly encompass the gratitude and appreciation that we owe to you. But not only do we get to thank you for your role in shaping our lives, but for shaping our country. For many of us in this class, we've had to say goodbye to a parent or guardian as they embarked on their mission to protect our freedom. We've had to move across the country or even overseas. We've had to say goodbye to friends and family, but through that we have been allotted such a unique perspective and opportunities as we have been a witness to the cost of freedom. So I don't want to only thank the parents for their support, but to honor the calling that they have answered to. Next, I'd like to thank the teachers. It is because of you that there is a graduating class. So thank you for surpassing the expectation of your job, for going above and beyond your call, for taking those extra moments to foster relationships with us. I would like to thank you for being a friend during the times we needed it, being a therapist when someone upset us, and for being the master of all subjects when something just didn't make sense. To the teachers that also took on the roles of our coaches and sponsors on the stage, I would like to leave you with a quote by Elizabeth Gilbert. In the end, though, maybe we must give up trying to pay back the people in this world who sustain our lives. In the end, maybe it's wiser to surrender before the miraculous scope of human generosity and to just keep saying thank you, forever and sincerely, for as long as we have voices.
Well, thank you, Lauren. That was awesome. She did a good job, didn't she? Yeah. Now, thinking of what she said, let's recognize a few groups here tonight. Let's begin, because they're going to be recognized often, and I warned them of this. Let's begin with the graduating class of 2018. Once again, I'm going to ask them to stand. Seniors, please stand. And let's give them all a round of applause. That we are here tonight. Now, we practiced today standing up and sitting down in unison, so watch this. Seniors, please be seated. Isn't that awesome? Next, we wouldn't be here at all if it wasn't for our parents of our seniors. If you are a parent of a graduating senior, please stand up so everybody can recognize you. all you have done, for all that chauffeuring, for all that meal making, and everything you've done elementary, to please stand and be recognized. This talented and dedicated group of professionals genuinely care for these students, and their love and hard work shows each and every day.
It flies, right? No, it dies. Without breaking out of the cocoon alone, the butterfly's wings do not develop the strength it needs to fly. Our parents were there to guide and were there to encourage. Teachers were there to guide and instruct. But none of them were there to do your work. Just as a butterfly makes its breakthrough alone. It is up to us to make the changes you fear. The past is our greatest influence on how we handle the present. The Greek philosopher Heraclitus once said, "No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it's not the same river, and he is not the same man." This is the philosophy of constant change, the thing that surrounds us and scares us. Yet without change, we would never transform from being a caterpillar into a butterfly. Perhaps not having the option to delete our past is one of the greatest gifts. When we accept the sad and difficult times, we say no to the imaginary red delete button, and we prepare ourselves to fly into the future.
Wow, and here we are today, simply amazing, dressed to impress, with looks of long-awaited anticipation. Or maybe those are looks of, let's make these speeches short and get this thing over with. Before I start, I just want us to all sit back, relax, and laugh when we remember the time Dimmer wore a dress to school. Our year has been a crazy one. We've had to endure the yodeling Walmart boy on countless occasions, watch as people gather together for March for Our Lives, and sit idly by as numerous videos of teens eating Tide Pods just happen to pop up on our timelines. We started the year off strong, ready to finish our final year of high school off with a bang. But as the second week of school came to an end, we had already caught a crippling disease that strikes most seniors, some symptoms being procrastination, lack of studying, and excessive wearing of track pants, senioritis. The only cure being graduation. Jumping over that obstacle, homecoming was just around the corner, and everyone was eager to find the perfect dress, the perfect tux, and of course, the perfect date. Cole, of course, won the game, as tons and tons of fans applauded them, and the seniors had a blast cheering them on. Oh, and the dance was pretty great too. Everything seemed to blur together as, I'm just kidding, but we need to embrace the fact that sometimes life is going to be tough, like the past 4 years, but it's all a part of God's plan. We've had our last high school lunch, our last high school dance, our last fire drill, and our last high school test. Senior year is full of laughs, but these past 2 months, we've been so caught up in our future that we may have forgotten to enjoy our lasts. Hold on to the feeling of excitement and nervousness we feel right now. Embrace the moments we'll share this summer with our friends before our lives change. Hug your mom and dad every day, because soon you won't be able to. And most of all, understand how full of life we are and make the most of it, because our time is limited. Every single one of us should be proud of what we've accomplished in the past 4 years. No matter what GPA or class rank or how fast you can run your mile, although I can run mine pretty fast. You are graduating today. Today, isn't that insane? Today marks the end of one accomplishment and the start of our future. Thank you, graduates, so much for making my high school years the best they could have been. And thank you for allowing me to serve as your student council president. I truly hope the very best for all of you. To my friends and family, I love and appreciate you. As we walk across the stage, hold your head high and remember, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift from God, which is why we call it the present. Bill Keene. Congratulations, class of 2018.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Although I'm sure sure that everyone who is here has already been told they're here, I'm obligated by tradition to do it again. I would like to thank our lovely parents, teachers, esteemed guests, the fantastic Trinity Technical crew, distant relatives who just showed up, and of course, the seniors who managed to slap on a cap and a gown to come out tonight. Now that that's out of the way. A couple weeks ago, Dr. Clayton told me I had to write a speech about the future. It was due Friday of last week, and keeping with the theme of procrastination during senior year, I wrote it the Thursday before. Now, I learned 3 things during the writing process. 1, writing about the future is really hard. 2, my senioritis has evolved into a superbug. And 3, Googling deep thoughts about the future doesn't actually yield very many deep thoughts about the future. So, instead of putting the normal inspirational quotes in here, I've decided to confuse all of you with gems like, the tallest man in the world has 2 legs. It's beautiful in that it makes absolutely no sense, but it's inspirational in a mildly concerning way, which also happens to be very much like this future we've been tasked with creating. As much as I would like to say that what you're about to hear will create world peace or end hunger, I can't. My speech is better than that. It's about the people who will. It's about my classmates who all carry their own dreams, their own hopes, their own inner fire that guides them to success. These faces that were just extras in the background of the grand scheme of your lives. After tonight, that person who you nod at in the hallway will go off to college, get a career, settle down, build their own life as you create your own. A lot of these people around you will become strangers, and that's okay. We're growing up. And as a random stranger on the internet once told me, where you start is not where you will end. Who knew? If we've learned anything as military brats, it's that change is important. It is good, and it only gives us room to grow further. For those of you who think this is the end, the grand finale, well, all I ask is that you turn to the next page. There's an entire life out there for each and every one of us. Memories to be made, triumphs and defeats, careers to be built, and families to be created. What we do next isn't structured by a bell schedule or a coach's whistle. It is defined by the choices we make, not as high schoolers, but as adults. After all, DJ Khaled once said, life is what you make it, so make it. As much as I hate to say it, the floaties are off, and it's time to swim in the deep end. So jump in. Don't wait for it to be handed to you. Seek out your own opportunities, your own success, your own future. We are the luckiest people alive right now. We have been given every chance, every advantage, every opportunity. And if I've learned anything from writing this speech at 11:30 on a Thursday night, it's that the future is an open book, and I should have elected to speak about the past. Anyway, I know I'm supposed to end this thing with a challenge, so now seems like a pretty good time. So, my fellow peers, my friends, my family, I challenge you to never stop making yourself a better person. Never give up on what makes you get out of bed in the morning. Never give up on who you are. Every single one of you is worth an entire lifetime of happiness and fulfillment. You just have to leave here and go get it. Thank you.
I certify that the members of the 2018 graduating class have completed all requirements as set forth by the Fort Sam Houston Independent School District and the state of Texas for the awarding of a high school diploma.
On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I accept these candidates and declare graduates of Robert G. Cole Senior High School.
At this time, we will begin to take our positions for giving out the diplomas. Graduates, you may be seated. We will proudly present the graduates with their diplomas. We will begin with the honor graduates. The parents of our honor graduates will present their children with their honor medals. Assisting with the honor graduates and their parents will be Ms. Susan Hawkinson, Mrs. Jessica Garza, and Ms. Linda Sandoval. Our diplomas tonight will be presented by Mr. Willie White Jr., President of the Fort Sam Houston Independent School District Board of Trustees. He will be assisted by myself and Dr. Cerna, our elementary principal. Mrs. Christina Baker will read the names and accomplishments of our graduates, and she will not be standing here at the podium. A couple of years ago we did this and people spent more time looking for Ms. Baker than they did paying attention. She's up back in the back, but she is here. It's not a recording. Upon completion of the bestowing of the diplomas, after we finish everything, at the very end, after we have our final, and you kids know what I'm talking about, then the students will recess out the back. I asked the parents to let them finish their recession because they don't get their diplomas until they get out there at the back and they have to be in line, and then they can start taking pictures. So everybody let them get that done, okay? I would also like to take just a minute to point out the flower arrangement on the center table. That arrangement has been placed there in honor of Travis Borgfest, who would have been among this graduating class tonight. He was an important member of our class and is greatly missed. And now, we present the graduates of 2018.
Tonight, here at Laurie Auditorium, we pay tribute to 99 members of the graduating class of 2018. The class of 2018 has earned $2 million in scholarship offers. Of the 99 members of this graduating class, 4 students earned military ROTC scholarships, 1 student earned a U.S. Military Academy appointment, and 32 students earned scholarships from other sources. A total of 67 individual scholarships were offered to this graduating class. A specific listing of all scholarships that have been offered to the senior class is printed in your graduation program. In the class of 2018, 4 students have earned the distinction of Summa Cum Laude Honor Graduate. These students have maintained a grade average of 100 or above for grades 9 through 12. The following students, in alphabetical order, are our Summa Cum Laude graduates. Elizabeth Victoria Dreyer. Daughter of Brigadier General Bradley Dreyer and Mrs. Kelly Dreyer. Elizabeth is most proud of becoming one of Cole's acclaimed tennis players, winning multiple titles. She plans to attend the University of Texas at Austin to study civil engineering. Mitchell Dodge Hafer. Son of Mr. and Mrs. Quick and Mr. Hafer. Mitchell is most proud of winning 3rd place at state in robotics. He plans to attend the University of Texas at El Paso to study mechanical engineering. Sarah Joy Chen Chen Hafterson. Daughter of Chaplain Lieutenant Colonel Ken and Mrs. Janice Hafterson. Sarah is most proud of competing at state every year in the vase art competition. She plans to attend the Savannah College of Art and Design in Georgia to study illustration. She earned the Savannah College of Art and Design Academic Honors Scholarship. Catherine Elizabeth Keenan. Daughter of Major General retired Jimmy Keenan and Colonel retired John Keenan. Catherine is most proud of participating in the state cross-country meet twice while continuing to grow every season along with her teammates. She plans to attend Southern Methodist University to study medicine. She earned the Southern Methodist University Distinguished Scholar Award. In the class of 2018, 11 students earned the distinction of Magna Cum Laude Honor Graduate. These students have maintained a grade average of 96 to 99 for grades 9 through 12. The following students in alphabetical order are our Magna Cum Laude graduates. Bracia Yvette Andrews. Daughter of Lieutenant Colonel Daryl Andrews and Mrs. Paula Andrews. Bracia is most proud of spending this last year inspiring and supporting her favorite juniors. She plans to attend the University of Texas at San Antonio to study biomedical engineering. Lauren Margaret Bemis. Daughter of Lieutenant Colonel Darren Bemis and Mrs. Christy Bemis. Lauren is most proud of beating Karn City Volleyball both at home and away during senior year. She plans to attend Texas State University to study health care. Brenna Marie Brown. Daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Brown. Brenna is most proud of outranking her dad for an entire day before he too was promoted to Lieutenant Colonel. She plans to attend Texas A&M University at College Station to study oncology. She earned the 4-year Army ROTC scholarship to Texas A&M University. Brielle Chiffon Cooper. Daughter of Lieutenant Colonel Gary Cooper and Mrs. Kimberly Cooper. Brielle is most proud of playing St. Mary's Hall in soccer during sophomore year with Coach McAllister. She plans to attend Texas A&M University at College Station to study communications. She earned the ELOC Gold Scholarship. Michaela Ann Cunningham. Daughter of Captain Kyle Cunningham and Mrs. Ginger Cunningham. Michaela is most proud of beating Carn City twice, a pivotal moment during volleyball season. She plans to attend Texas State University to study pediatric nursing. She earned the Valero Alamo Bowl Scholarship. Alexia Mia Orsua D. Daughter of Sergeant First Class D and Mrs. D. Alexia is most proud of experiencing success as a freshman on the relay team. She plans to attend the University of Texas at San Antonio to become a dentist. She earned the University of the Incarnate Word Dean's Scholarship. Aaliyah Dion Jones. Daughter of Mr. Jones and Miss Knight. Aaliyah's most proud moment is winning top 15 at the San Antonio Western Art Competition after working on her piece for 3.5 months. She plans to attend the University of Texas at Austin to study animation. She earned the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo Scholarship. Micah Abraham Masters. Son of Mr. and Mrs. Masters. Micah is most proud of reaching the regional finals for basketball during senior year. He plans to attend Angelo State University to study business management. He earned the AICW award. Daughter of Mrs. Bernadette Nichols and Dr. Daniel Nichols. Catherine is most proud of being an officer in multiple honor societies. She plans to attend Abilene Christian University to become a nurse practitioner. She earned the John C. Stevens Award for Academic Excellence. Ridgeway Shuck. Son of Mr. and Mrs. Shuck. Parker is most proud of being a starter in every single boys' varsity soccer game throughout high school. He plans to attend Texas A&M University to study technology. He earned a 4-year Army ROTC scholarship to Texas A&M University. Eliana Camille Vargas. Daughter of Mr. Edison Vargas. Eliana is most proud of excelling in every class while remaining true to herself. She plans to attend the United States Military Academy at West Point to study psychological operations. She earned an appointment to the United States Military Academy, West Point. In the class of 2018, 34 students have earned the distinction of cum laude honor graduate Copper Mountain Community College to become a detective. Morales. Son of Mr. Jorge Guzman and Miss Yolanda Morales. Brandon is most proud of surviving AP English. He plans to attend Virginia Tech to study computer engineering. Summer Janae Jackson. Patricia Renee Johnson. Daughter of Lieutenant Colonel retired Michael Johnson and Mrs. Johnson. Patricia is most proud of being awarded All-American Cheerleader. She plans to attend Virginia Commonwealth University to study entertainment and criminal justice. She earned the Howard University 1819 Leadership Scholarship. Daughter of Colonel Sally Kelly Rank and Mr. Brett Kelly. Mara is most proud of being awarded a superior rating for her photography portfolio at the Journalism Education Association competition. She plans to study international business. She earned the University of the Incarnate Word Presidential Scholarship. Hannah Noel Kinney. Daughter of Mr. Jeremy Kinney and Miss Amy Walker. Hannah is most proud of being a varsity cheerleader for 4 years. She plans to attend Texas Women's University to study social work. She earned the Texas Women's University Pioneer Award. Henry Albert Yowell. Son of Mr. and Mrs. Yowell. Henry is most proud of winning 3rd place in state robotics competition. He plans to attend Texas State Technical College to become a biomedical technician. Jalen Tyrell Arnett.
Well, graduates, congratulations. We can now officially go home and post #WeMadeIt. Yes, we made it. After 13 years of mandatory school, 4 years of stress, and endless reminds from Mr. Griego, we can say that we made it. But really, we just finished high school. Instead of #WeMadeIt, we should post #JustGettingStarted. We are a class of scholars, athletes, hard workers, and certified mind blowers. High school is just the beginning of our greatness. And because of this, I want to give today's closing remarks dedicated to success. You see, since kindergarten, good grades, having a big friend group, and getting the participation award in soccer made us successful. In more recent years, our GPA, standardized test scores, and class rank seem to be the defining factor, and those numbers still haunt me. And don't get me wrong, high school and what you did in it is very important. But it isn't everything. Our lives are changing. We will be moving on to bigger and better things. High school is just the beginning of our lives, the first milestone of many to come. And as Katie pointed out, life after high school is a scary thought. What's going to happen when we have bills to pay? I know, freaky, right? So in order to get a head start on my inevitable midlife crisis, I asked myself, what do I want out of life? When I'm older and hopefully living large on the coast of some European country, will I be able to look back and genuinely be happy with the life I lived? It wasn't until recently that I figured out that I can decide that now. I can decide to be happy, thankful, and successful. It's crazy to think something as fundamental as making a decision has the ability to change our lives. It doesn't matter if you're an adult, even as a 7-year-old, you can make decisions that will lead you to live a happy and fulfilling life. To me, happiness can be derived from success. You will fail, believe me, I know what that's like, but sticking through long enough will make the win that much sweeter. By sticking through long enough, we may not be able to choose where we come from or the circumstances that got us to where we are now, but we do have the capacity to decide from this moment forward what happens next. Believe it or not, we do have the power to change our own lives. All it takes is that single decision to start. I have learned many things in high school, such as how to interpret and analyze an essay about existentialism, how to find the second derivative of a function, and most importantly, I learned that the mitochondria is a powerhouse of the cell. Aside from the essays I wrote and the painful calculus homework I had, I managed to learn something far greater during my high school career. I learned about success. 3 things about it to be specific. 1, success is often something people want, but not many people work for. 2, success is typically measured in numbers after a $sign. And 3, success is meaningless without meaning behind it. So graduates, I challenge you to define how you will measure your success. And I hate to break it to you, but your success can no longer be about that one good play you had on your high school football team. In a few months, it won't matter if you're a state champ or NHS president. Titles fade, trophies collect dust, but the impact you have on people will last. Perhaps you're on a journey to become a renowned doctor, or maybe a big basketball player, or perhaps you just want a stack of cash as big as Lil Tay. But I beg you to demand more out of life than simply a title or job description. Please forget the money. Leave out the numbers that you're trying to attain, but rather seek out something worth so much more. Make success about finding happiness or having a family. Maybe about repairing broken relationships or getting closer to God, or perhaps even loving something bigger than yourself. Dedicate your life to becoming successful. Invest in your own success. Work as hard on your family as you do on your job. Spend as much time helping yourself as you help others. Happiness comes from success when you work hard to achieve it. When you stop caring about the money, when you put meaning behind it. So, impact lives, dream big, live deeply, love, work tirelessly, so one day, in 5 years or maybe 50, you can go home and say, with or without the hashtag, I made it. And yes, for the last time tonight, I would like to say the simple yet heavy words, thank you. To all of our teachers, administrators, staff, friends, loved ones, and family, thank you. Because of you, we were able to get started on our great pursuit of success. So class of 2018, let's get started. Thank you. Seniors, please stand and join me as we approach the tassel of new beginnings. Now, graduates of Robert G. Cole, you may now turn your tassel from the right to the left. Please join me as we sing our alma mater. Congratulations, and thank you to everyone who can make it out tonight. Please drive safe. Thank you.
I gotta find you. Hey!
Parker!